And all the brothers and the sisters cooling out, having fun, drinking yayan with Yahweh up in the kingdom, yeah.
Who are we? Israel! That who are we? Israel! Can't hear you.
Israel.
Who's the power?
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's the power.
Who's the power?
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's the power.
Shalom Israel.
Shalom!
All right, Shabbat Shalom. We are here for another Sabbath. Good old America, right? We're here at 2610 Granby Street. All right, that is Norfolk, Virginia. You can find us Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays active continually in class. All right, we have other school locations as you see on the screen: Houston, Rochester. All right, Rochester is on its way. All right, I'm gonna say this: we thank brothers and sisters for the support because we're trying to expand the Lord's kingdom. Right? It's within us, right? Okay. So Rochester's on the move. They have class on our days as well: Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Houston does Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and we have San Antonio as well: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All right. Other ways that you can check us out: we have Blog Talk Radio, Priest Mashaba, blogtalkradio.com/Mashaba, MASHAHBA. The brother has immaculate classes on there with Tazapah, other magnifying, excellent teachers on there. All right, a lot of archived. I'm gonna say this: we give these announcements out all the time. Please just try it. Just do it. Is smoke too much? Too much smoke? Yeah. Bring that to the back. Bring that to the back there. So actually, what you could do: walk it through and then bring it back. Walk it through all the way to the front and bring it all the way to the back. All right. But yes, the Blog Talk Radio. All right. Other ways that you can check us out. Actually, no, my apologies. Let's go to the feast. We got. Listen, it's about to go down, man. It's about to set it off. All right. We got the feast of Hanukkah. All right. This is November 27th sundown to December 4th sundown. All right. I'm gonna say this. We have a raffle going on. We have a raffle. So if you want to get your name in the raffle, I don't know if we have a screen for that. Do we have a screen for the raffle? We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know about this raffle where you can get an exclusive shirt, an exclusive headband, right? By some of the illest seamstress. All right. I'm talking about so ill. Everybody in Israel world is catching. IUI, don't put the campsite. I know they don't. Like, IUIC got garments. ISUPK got garments. I'm putting them all. GOCC got garments, right? Because they know where the seamstress is at. The seamstresses. Because they're teaching them, right? Come, we got the elder women showing the younger sisters how to properly sew. And then what I mean by properly sew is have that line straight, them threads perfectly cut. Y'all see this? So I'm gonna say this: you can get you the winner is gonna receive 2 fringed up shirt and a headband. All right, and there's gonna be a drawing every Hanukkah night. All right, so you can win 8 possible times. Y'all see this? Now, if you want to go ahead and get your tickets, you can Cash App it. All right. You can Cash App it. That's going to be at Israel or Israel Ware 12. So put the cash money sign, Israel Ware 12. If you need help, put in the comment box. We'll write it out for you. Or you can Zelle it. Zelle 757-386-0692. Zelle is 757-386-0692. And I advise you, whenever you send that dough through, when you send a shequal, which is money in Hebrew, send that shequal. All right? Put your name, first and last name, and where you're from. All right? Ticket pricings. 1 ticket is $5. 1 ticket is $5. 3 tickets is going to be $10. All right? And 5 tickets, 15. Put 15 on it, man. Get you 5 of them. See that? I got 5 on it. What's this? I got 5 on it? Right? A spiritual 5 on it, right? So again, ticket pricing is 1 ticket is $5, 3 tickets is $10, 5 tickets $15. There's a drawing every night. You can't go wrong with this, man. You know how much the Friends shirt is? That's $45, $60, depending on the quality of the material. The style. If you get you 5 tickets, $15, you might get you a shirt for $15. I'm gonna say it again. High quality. You see this? Elite. Come on, we don't do what do you call it? Mediocre quality over here. Israel Wear does not do mediocre quality. I know I'm going in right now, but I have to. Because the sisters do a good job, man. Somebody got to rep. Listen, y'all see all the Instagram little pictures. You see the headbands that we be wearing. Come on, we got to shout them out. I know you don't see the faces. You don't need to. Just look at the work, right? Look at the work. But again, if you want to get those tickets, hit us up on Israel Wear 12 on Cash App or Zelle 757-386-09 or 0692. Again, that's going to be 757-386-09. I don't know, I keep saying 09. 0692. I know everybody has Cash App, so it's a little bit easier, all right? All right, so Israel Wear, listen, if you want to subscribe, I know you've seen it, hit us up on our website, isbhbk.com/fringed-up. Go ahead and get you a subscription package of a shirt or a friend set. You already know what it is, what it applies to. This is going to be every month. Come on, get your Hebrew drip on, man. Drip on them, right? Flex on them, all right? We also have, what is that? Israel Wear. I said Fringed Up, but Israel Wear, headbands, all those good things. I'm going to say this. Passover is coming up. So if you got some Passover orders, you might want to get that in now. All right, we got any comments over there? Can you move that water bottle so I can see? Any comments? No, that water bottle yours. There it is. You get your tablet? Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so all those that need to get their shalom, Mike. All those that need to get their garments together, hit us up. Hit the sisters up. All right. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. All right. Hebrew Academy is for those young scholars, those young dedicated. I can say young. Dedicated men, right, that are wanting to jump out of the monotony of just coming to class and sitting down and reading scriptures. When the Holy Spirit, the Lord, puts on your brain, opens up that understanding to be like, you know what? I want to be more. I want to be one of, come follow me, I make you fishers of men. I want to step in that stead. Well, we got the program, Hebrew Academy. It'll get you to the point to where you'll be able to fish brothers and sisters the proper way. All right, so Hebrew Academy is Monday and Tuesday. Monday is going to be Virginia and Rochester. Tuesday is going to be Houston. That's at 8 o'clock out here in VA. I think it's 7 p.m. in Houston, all right? You might have to check the time for that, but we are having Hebrew Academy, all right? I'm going to say this. We're not having class as well. For brothers and sisters, we're not having class. We're having Sabbath class, all right? But for next week, classes will be at home for us to observe and enjoy Hanukkah, all right? This high holy day, so we're going to enjoy it. It just went off? The computer or TV?
The TV.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's that touch screen. But still, I'm going to say this again. If you have any concerns or complaints, hit up Priest Kazaki, Priest Kwatazak. All right, give us 1 second. Let's get this computer back up and running. All right. Here we go. You can hit up the priest if you have any questions, as you see there, any complaints, concerns. If you want to donate, please do. All right, we have the Cash App, we have the Wells Fargo. We got a lot of things cooking right now. We got a Rochester, we got a beautiful building that we're trying to get locked into. I'm talking about some square footage, man, and we can put in some work. And what type of work? Kingdom building work. All right, so as you see what we need. We ask for the help, please. Again, if we didn't need it, we wouldn't ask for it. All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go into this class. The class title is, what's the class title? Class title is, are you jealous? Right? Are you jealous? It's a question. It's a question. Because jealousy has been a major thing in Israel's history. Right? The patriarchs, you got Joseph. They was jealous over Joseph, right? Where they did what? They sold him over. Let's get that real quick. Let's get Acts. Let's see what jealousy will get you to. And I'm kind of jumping, but I want to go here just to set it off to show that I can go to so many instances in the Bible where you look at Israel's history and it's like, man, this is a continual disease that's within our people. I think it's Acts 7. I think it's Acts 7. What you got? You got it?
7, 9.
You don't find it? Yeah, 7 to 9 sounds about right. Acts chapter 7. Excuse me. Acts chapter 7 and verse 9. All right? Just to show, because this was his own flesh and blood, right? But we're going to break down jealousy and the details of where it comes from. We're going to start bringing out some definitions so that we can kind of be aware of what jealousy might look like, what it feels like, and what it creates. All right? Jealousy is needed, man. Because a lot of us think that we're not jealous, but you don't even know what jealousy is to be jealous. Or to know what jealousy is. All right? So we're going to slow this down, and we're going to break down jealousy. Read where you at.
Acts chapter 7, verse 9.
Go ahead, Carter.
And the patriarchs moved with envy.
They did what?
Moved with envy.
Yeah, it says the patriarchs, which is what? Who was the patriarchs, brothers and sisters? Let's get you locked in early. Show me, what you got?
The 12 tribes.
12 tribes, right? Judah, Benjamin, Levi on down, right? The patriarchs. Reuben, it was all around in the huddle, right? It says the patriarchs, what did they do?
Moved with envy.
They did what?
Moved with envy.
They moved with envy. And we're going to get even to this word envy, right? They moved with envy, or you can say jealousy, right? Envy is just a byproduct of jealousy. We'll get into that. Read it.
Sold Joseph.
They did what?
Sold Joseph.
They sold their flesh and blood. I'm going to get you up out of here, man. Tear up out my face. I don't need you around me. We don't like you, man. You in that coat of many colors. Their own blood. What would make them do this? Won't you ask yourself? Read it again.
And the patriarchs,
right?
Who with envy, sold Joseph,
right,
into Egypt.
They sold Joseph into Egypt. Read.
But the Most High was with it.
Yeah, but the Most High was with Joseph, which is a beautiful thing. But I wanted to set the tone up in this class to show that this is continual. I can go to so many other instances that I did put in my class about how brothers and sisters, we have the root of jealousy within us, and we don't even know it. And that's what we're going to go through and dissect it so we can understand what not to be. So we can understand and be aware of our actions, of what happens in our mind and what we might start creating and bringing forth. Y'all see this? So what we're going to do is give you the definition of jealousy. Let's write that down. Jealousy. Jealousy. J-E-A-L-O-U-S-Y. O-U-S-Y. J-E-A-L-O-U-S-Y. All right? Because let's ask this question, man, too. Has anybody felt like they've been jealous before in their life? Oh, we got some hands raised up here. Hallelujah. They are. Okay. If got some hands that admit to what? Jealousy. Anybody in the comments? Put a 7. Put a 7 if you're familiar with jealousy and maybe having this root within you. Jealousy. 1 second. Yeah, jealousy. There we go. Oh, that's real clear. Okay. If you can't give it a thumbs up, y'all. Get this algorithm jumping. All right. Jealousy. Let's write down this definition. It says suspicious. This is number 1. You get suspicious. You're an investigator, right? When it comes to jealousy, we're going to get a little bit deeper. But it says suspicious, right? It says apprehensive of rivalship. You got some type of rival. Apprehensive of rivalship. But this now is going to get into the nitty-gritty. It says uneasy through the fear that another has may withdraw from one the affections of a person he or she loves. Oh, you're trying to write it down?
Yes.
My apologies. I was going in. I was trying to let it all link up together. But let's go back. It says uneasy through fear. Yeah, uneasy through fear.
Wait, can you go back to, you said uneasy of another.
Yeah, it's right with it.
Okay.
Uneasy through fear that another has withdrawn. Uneasy through the fear that another has withdrawn or may withdraw from one the affections of a person he or she loves. We get this? We got it? Can you repeat it one more time? Okay, so from the top. It says suspicious, apprehensive of rivalship. There's a rivalry going on. Who's better? Who's sly? Who's smarter? Who's stronger? Right? Who got the most money? You know how it is in the streets, man. Big bank take little bank. Right? You take my bank, now I gotta kill you. That's Israel, man. Jealousy. But it says suspicious, apprehensive of rivalship, uneasy through fear that another has withdrawn or may withdraw from one the affections of a person he or she loves. You got it? We in there. Hey. All right. I'm gonna keep reading, but you can and I can send this in the chat though too. And it says, or enjoy some good which he desires to obtain. Right? Followed by, of, and apply both to the object of love and to the rival. So it's going into about an individual that is basically fearful of losing some type of affection, love, attention, due to some other individual, man or woman. This is where jealousy comes from. Y'all see this? And a lot of times jealousy comes where? A lot of times it's relationships. You see this? Relationships. And relationships just isn't off of a husband and a wife. It goes from what? A brother and a brother. Sisters and sisters. Y'all see this? Some type of rivalship that goes on. Some type of fight for some type of attainment. Again, affection, attention, right? Or it says some desire to obtain, whatever it might be. Jealousy is rooted by somebody coming in and interfering and taking something that you want. What it does, jealousy does what? It now makes your outlook to be impure on this individual. Jealousy. Y'all see this? Let me go to one of my articles real quick. Go to my articles. Right? This is actually a doctor, right? Check this out. It goes into the 4 dimensions of envy, strategies for managing. Technically, you can find this on this real quick. You can find these on the origins of jealousy. All right? And I just kind of want to give a backdrop just on jealousy, but the origins of jealousy. It says, jealousy is a 3-part emotion in which the patient and 2 other parties are involved. So it's me, either with Shaquat or somebody else that's involved. There has to be 3 people. You see this? There has to be something that is being taken, or as we go into it, we start looking at ourselves in a lesser value compared to the person we're judging against. I'm going to get into it. But it says, jealousy is a 3-part emotion in which the patient and 2 other parties are involved. There is a threat. You see this? Jealousy comes because there's a threat. Hold on, wait a minute. Right? love might be taken from me. Attention might be taken from me. Wait a minute. Hold on. I might lack something. Right? Hold on. They may think, hold on. That brother got a little more precepts to me. Wait a minute. I was the head honcho in here. This brother came through with precepts. Wait a minute. A threat. It says that a person may feel losing someone like a friend, spouse, lover, to someone more intelligent, attractive, or wealthier. Now, mind you, we're dealing in what? This is Esau's world, right? But these are still some attributes that causes jealousy. That an individual might lose their spouse, their friend, a job due to what? Someone that is more intelligent, attractive, wealthier. Let's tap into it. Knows the scriptures more, right? Maybe more spiritually in tuned as we think, right? This is what causes jealousy. But then it goes into what? Envy, on the other hand, shows up when a patient looks around and thinks, I want what you have, and I hate that you have what I want. Because again, jealous or envy is a byproduct of jealousy. And it goes into what? Well, what I perceive you as, if you're more smarter, more healthier, more prettier, right? I want to be just like that. But it creates this ill spirit within our bodies, within our minds, that a lot of us don't even understand what's going on with us. But that's why we're about to go through it. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 1. Wisdom of Solomon 1, because we're going to break down this jealousy. We're going to break down jealousy in stages. Because jealousy has stages. Jealousy has stages. And as we see, and just common sense, just reading the definition of jealousy, it sounds like what? That your attention is not in the right place. Right? Your mind and what you're focusing on is in the wrong place. Jealousy doesn't sound like a what? A loving spirit. And this is what we first have to understand, is that it affects your spirit, your mind. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 5. And just to tip the iceberg about this word jealousy, the spirit of jealousy. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 5.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 5.
Hold on, I said, is muffled on there?
The bass.
The bass.
It's like the bass is up too high.
The bass? One second, hold on. Yeah, see if the bass is on there real quick. I don't think there's bass on there. Yeah, see if there's some bass. Is there bass on there?
No, I'm not seeing any.
Yeah, I don't think there's any bass. It's probably just this microphone. Can y'all hear me clearly? Is that better? Can brothers and sisters hear me clearly? Let's see. What we got? God dang. Can you check it? Yeah. Volume. Sounds better? I think it's still clear. Oh, we're good. Oh, let's go. Very clear. Can y'all hear me here? Perfect. All right, so we're going to go over the stages of jealousy. But first off, we're going to hit what? Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 5. Read that.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 5. For the Holy Spirit of discipline,
right,
will flee deceit.
And that's really what the first line of understanding jealousy is, that it's deceit. It's deceitful. Jealousy, right? It deceives your mind about thinking what? Man, I'm going to lose something. Love and affection, dedication, security, whatever it might be, right? The image that I've created because somebody else is coming in at a higher level. Oh, man, I don't like this guy, right? I don't like this woman. Who is she? Get her out of here. Get him out, right? You know how it is, man, when you got a good job, right? You melanated, chocolate, different shades of chocolate. You go in Esau's world. What happened, man? They see your what did he call it? Resume, right? They see your resume, but they see all your collegiate accomplishments. They see the masters on there. They get scared of that, right? Really, they get a little jealous. That's why you gotta go. I had a cousin in Mississippi, right? She worked for she tried to work at a bank. She had a statistic degree, which is a master's, right? She couldn't even get a job as a teller. Are you serious? No. They were scared of her because why? She would have overtook going up in the ranks or whatever position that she could have made, right? They didn't want her in there. Yeah, individuals get scared, but the thing about it is, again, it's a deceitful spirit. But the Most High says what? Read it again, verse 5.
For the Holy Spirit,
right,
of discipline,
go ahead,
will flee deceit.
It flees deceit. So the spirit's not on you whenever this jealous spirit comes upon you. You see this? The spirit of reasoning isn't there to really understand. So a lot of times your outlook is skewed. It's messed up because of the thing that you may think that what? You're not as important. I don't have those same skills, right? I feel less adequate. That's a stage in jealousy. But it says the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit. Go ahead.
And remove from thoughts that are without understanding.
It will do what?
Remove from thoughts that are without understanding.
The Most High has to abandon us whenever we have this spirit of jealousy. It removes from thoughts that are without understanding. And a lot of times these thoughts come up what? Oh man, they're going to try to take over. Oh, they're going to try to be better than me. Oh, they're going to try to take my position. Right? The Most High lets you run with that. But think about it. A lot of times we go knee deep in those thoughts, and we're going to see the examples through the scriptures of a little bit more in detail of jealousy and what it creates. But it says, and removes from thoughts that are without understanding. Go ahead.
And will not abide,
right,
when unrighteousness cometh in.
Yeah, it won't abide when what?
Unrighteousness cometh in.
Which shows forth what? The Spirit of the Lord is not there. You're not as smart or as in, you know how to say, my intuition. Your intuition ain't there. The Most High is not there. So your reasoning's off. This is stage one when it comes to jealousy. Your mind is not in the right area to really break down what's going on, for you to properly understand what's going on with you. Jealousy is heavy. It's very heavy, and a lot of us have it and don't even know it. Y'all see this? You may be what? Jealous over your spouse. Jealous over your children. Jealous over individuals at your job. You see this? You jealous at individuals driving certain cars on a minute status. But that's why we have to kind of dig deep to really understand what jealousy is. Y'all see this? Keep reading.
For wisdom is a loving spirit.
For what?
Wisdom is a loving spirit.
But think about it. It says wisdom is a loving spirit. But when you have the spirit of jealousy, when jealousy is within you, because everybody said it, right? You raised your hand, and I'm going to go back to you to give me an example of when you were jealous. But were you in a loving spirit when you was jealous? Huh? Or were you in that I'll bust the windows out your car spirit? I'll slice all your tires. Huh? I'll put ammonia in your cheeseburger too, nigga. Like, what? Bro, yes. What? But the question again, sisters that raise your hand, brothers that raise your hand, what was the example, or what happened to where you were jealous? Because we had a couple individuals raise their hand. I really want to know. Well, what happened for you to be jealous, or what was it? Noel, we're going to call you. This is you the visitor in the house today. You a visitor, but not a visitor, right?
Yeah. Well, it's currently going on now. It's
okay.
The blended family.
Interesting. Say it again.
This is currently going on now.
Y'all can pass the mic to her. Yeah, you said in the family?
Blended family.
Oh, blended family. Explain that.
So my children, of course, territory over me. Then my stepchildren wants the same attention, but my children don't want to share my time with them. And then with my husband, with the kids all together, and me. So.
Right. So the children are jealous of attention because
no, it's more so my children is
right.
more territorial over me.
Oh yeah,
they don't want to share me with my stepchildren.
Right, because it goes right into what it says is that
It's an uneasy fear that another has withdrawn or may withdraw from one's affection of a person they love. So they feel as if, dang, I'm not going to get the attention from mom like we used to. Because why? There's 2 other knuckleheads around here, right? There's some other children around, man. I might not get the gifts and the money and the clothes and the shoes and the snacks. Wait a minute.
But then it's also her versus the baby girl.
Okay.
So.
Shamara thinks she's still a baby?
No.
She's still want that attention?
Me as well. Yeah, so.
Right.
This is all over. And then my husband is like smack in the middle, so he like the attention the kids get from you, I'm not getting from you.
Right.
And he kind of felt like he's lacking in that as well.
Right. So, hold on, say that again?
If
I heard that right?
Like he don't like me to like kind of give the attention so much to the kids.
Okay.
And he's felt like he's not getting the attention as well. And then I'm homeschooling. So the bulk of my time is towards the kids before he has to go to work. And then of course when he comes home he works long shifts. So.
Okay. Yeah, that kind of goes into a whole different arena for that one. We can definitely hit on that.
Oh, but he already admitted to me.
Right.
He don't like the attention too much with the kids. He wants me for himself, and he don't have the time. Yeah.
Still, that's another arena, right? But that'll take my whole class. Woo! But we can come back to that. But no, I'm with you. We can stick.
That's what I was going to ask. Is like somebody admitting to you that they're selfish. Is that jealousy? And if they're
well, a lot of times the energy is misunderstood, right? And then there's a lot of details even dealing with that, right? That has to come into factor and really understand what's going on. But
because he admitted that to me, and I was it kind of took me off guard. Like he's like, I'm selfish over me, and I'm just like,
right? But again, that's on a whole nother conversation. Just dealing with due benevolence, what's going on, right? For example, are you giving him what's due to him? You know what I'm saying? That's a whole.
Trying to balance.
Huh?
It's hard. I'm trying to balance.
Yeah, but that's your job though. That's your duty. You know what I'm saying? So that, like I said, that's a whole nother subject dealing with that. But no, we can talk about that though. We can definitely talk about that. But just to hit on the point about the children, I can see that, right? Anybody else? And we're gonna go through it. It's gonna be detailed in a little bit more. But anybody else? Basu, stop it. Who you shaking your head at, Basu? Come on. Basu, pass the mic.
When you said that, I'm thinking of like old stuff. Like I used to be jealous of stuff in the world.
Hold on, why is it hard? This should be. Hold on, you said who?
Like in the world. I mean, I haven't thought of anything that like.
Did you use Asa?
Huh?
You said who? You said the world. Oh no, you said Asa or the world?
I said the world.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
I might have some moments where I'm jealous of my husband.
Oh no! I thought you said like Asa was jealous of the world. I was like, y'all trying to bring up your husbands now. What is going on?
No.
Defend the brothers, I'm playing.
It was just like world stuff. Like I used to be jealous of little.
Oh, you used to be jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like Asa. Like I used to. Okay.
Yeah, like you said, was there times where you've been jealous? And I'm like, yeah.
Well, what was it? Give me the understanding of what happened.
What I can think of is like girl.
Hey,
like,
gotta keep it down.
I want to say like my mom and my sister's relationship used to make me a little jealous.
Okay.
Because my mom was way closer to my sister than she was to me.
Right.
Like, she shared things with her, like they'll like my sister know things about.
And now, what sister is this? Is this the younger sister? Because you're the eldest, right?
Yeah, it's the sister under me, Sasha.
Okay.
So it was like
Sasha Fierce. She named after Beyonce?
What?
Did she name her after Beyonce?
No.
Okay, that's Beyonce's alter ego, Sasha Fierce. But go ahead though.
So I mean, that was the one thing I thought about. I mean, I'm sure as kids, as a child, I used to be jealous of other kids, probably.
Right.
But
okay, so jealous, just again, and I like the examples because they're on point, right? In the household, right? And it's going over kind of the same theme of I'm going to be losing the attention, right? The affection of the loved one that I have. And that's where it starts at. You see this, but then it starts to create something ill within you. We're going to get into that. And what individuals start doing, right? Because of what is created in jealousy. So you said dealing with your mother and your sister, right? Your sister kind of getting more of the attention, sharing things with the mother, right? Noel said just the children, right? Dealing with kind of two separate, one household, but two sets of children, right? Coming in to understand how to all link up together. I like that. Yeah, you got something else? Oh, you can pass it to, who else has? Oh, Kaya, pass the mic to Kaya. We're going to move it around. Johnny, you got something too, Because, I'm going to say this. A lot of men think that, because what Jay-Z said, jealousy is a female trait. Nah, brother. Jealousy is a trait that everybody can have. Y'all see this? Everybody. Or a spirit that everybody can have. What you got?
Okay, I guess I'm going to be the one to do it, huh?
Please, bring it out, sister. I'm with that. Shame the devil.
There was a time where, he was spending a lot of time on Instagram.
Okay, right.
Looking at other girls and giving them, attention that he wasn't giving me. He was cutting.
What, a thumbs up?
No, a little bit more. But
y'all
don't have
going
to
in
be
today.
specific. But
y'all going in today. Go ahead.
But I was jealous.
Right.
And that causes other reactions. And that's one example. But even close, that was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, not too long ago, moving out here, the time that I had of his is now being split.
Oh yeah.
So I have to share my husband with, the brothers.
Oh yeah.
The school.
I like it. Now you talking.
And that one was a little bit, hard to
yeah.
digest because, I was used to seeing him
yes.
all the time.
Amen.
It was me and him against the world. So now it's,
right. Date night.
Share.
Yeah.
Lunch dates.
Oh yeah.
Fun.
Get your little drink. Turn up.
Seeing him every day.
Right.
That kind of thing. So yeah, that can cause a bit of jealousy here and there, but
yeah.
It digresses.
Yeah, and I like that because a lot of brothers and sisters, even again men that are dedicating their life into the truth, right? Is that the wives start to get, like you just said, a little feeling of, man, my time is not the same with you no more. But it's directed. You're now what? You're getting a little jealous at who though? Think about it. At who? The brothers, class, study. Just think about studying. We've had sisters, right, talk about, man, you study too much. Like, dang, hold on, studying is what's making me not snap. But that desire, the affection that is being pulled, or the time that's being pulled, and the mind, you don't care what it is that's pulling it, it's pulling something that I desire, that I want. You see this? But that's why the scripture said in Wisdom of Solomon is that it removes from the thoughts of no understanding. And I like that. Very good. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to go to you real quick. You going to say something? I got you. I'm going to get to you, to everybody. Testimony, right? Read where you at again,
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 6.
Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 6. Go ahead.
For wisdom is a loving spirit.
Yeah, wisdom is a loving spirit. And again, I like it and I want to bring it out because every sister is bringing out, and brothers, if you do, a time of jealousy, right? But were you in a loving spirit? No, you weren't. You was in a, man, I might hurt somebody type spirit, man. This is getting on my nerve. I'm starting to bubble up, right? I don't like this. I don't like the way it feels, man. But again, that's why what happened. That's why Instagram and Facebook blew up so big. Because why? Well, the attention I ain't getting at home, what I'm going to do? Shoot, I'm going on Instagram, man. I'm going to be an Instagram thought. Instagram. We got grown men doing the LL Cool J on there, man. You see this? But why? Because the attention may be pulled from them in certain areas. Y'all see this? But it says, read it again, or no, finish, read down.
And will not acquit a blasphemer of his words.
Where we at? Yeah, that's it on that. That's it on that. Go to Proverbs 15 and 4. Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 4. To get up in here, because I'm gonna say this. It's a good class because we have to really look at, man, how we feel towards each other. Our outlook, right? If it's negative, and a lot of times these be subtle little feelings, man, of jealousy. You don't even know it's jealousy, man. The car somebody drives, right? The clothes that they had. Listen, ooh, man, that was a nice head wrap. Shit, I want that head wrap, right? It's like every style she do, you got to do now. Why are you trying to one up? I feel as if I'm not at her level. I feel as if I'm not at his level. Look at all them jewels in that, man. I need some jewels in my stuff, man. Like old boy said on, what was that, Belly? Was that Belly? He was eating banana. I don't like that. Brother was jealous. Y'all see this? But again, I'm starting just at the beginning of what really jealousy is. It's just you feel as if something is going to be taken or you're lacking something that somebody else has. Y'all see this? Yes, you could call it covetousness, but this goes into jealousy. Jealousy. What were you going to say? China. You got the mic? Let's say you just gave the mic. Oh, switch it. Woo. Pat. Uh-oh. Shamar got one. We'll hit you next. Trejana. Here you hold it. Right. I don't see nobody put 7 in. So ain't nobody jealous in the chat. Ain't nobody in the chat been jealous. Put a 7 if you've been jealous before. What you got, Trejana?
Well,
Oh, it's there. Oh, you turned it on? Press that. Is it on? Is the yellow button on? Is it on? There it is. It's on.
okay, so this was, of course, when I was younger, but I was definitely jealous. So
Right.
I moved here when I was 6 or whatever, so I didn't grow up with my dad. And parts of him I did have weren't super affectionate. So
Right.
when I got in high school, I spent my sophomore year in Tennessee or whatever. And by this time, he had a woman and she had grandkids and all this other extra stuff, right? So it was this little chocolate baby. She was so cute.
Right.
And he loved her to death. And I would just look at them. He would be bouncing her on his knee and patting her belly. And I'd be like, dang, I ain't getting none of that.
Right.
And I had to check myself because I'm like, I'm jealous of a baby. Like, she was like,
oh, yeah.
1.
That baby can get it too.
Man, so.
Yeah.
And then the other kids would call him like granddad. I was like, I didn't even know granddaddy. Like, what are you talking about? But I was actually jealous of children. I was a child at the time, much older than them, but
Right.
I really felt some type of way. I was upset.
Right.
So that's bad. I was jealous of some children.
Right. Hey, but again, why? Because I felt as if I didn't get that. Right. I wanted. It's a desire that you wanted that wasn't obtained.
And I wasn't getting it even being there.
Right.
It still wasn't happening. That's probably why it hurt so much. Well.
Right. Like you're doing it. It's like you learned.
Yeah.
But you're not even learning to do it to me. Your son, your daughter. Yeah, man. Yeah, I like it. What you got, Smart?
So back in Philly, I don't really talk to anyone. I'm jealous of my cousin because we used to always hang out, but she's more social than I am. So whenever I'm with her, I don't really talk to anybody. So I'm not a very social person.
Right.
So I'm real jealous that I can't like talk to anybody. So I'm uncomfortable with them, which takes a long time. Like even in homeschool, people try to talk to me in class, and I was like, nah, I don't. It's just like I don't like when I do it because I instantly like hide myself.
Right.
Even when I first came to the camp. And
so you seen your cousin, right?
Yeah.
You seen your cousin talks.
Yeah.
And you don't.
No.
Okay, got you.
Even when I first came to the camp, Shariah was like real welcoming, and she was like, "Hey," and I'm just like,
right, yeah. Right.
I'm not really social. Even
right.
Like sometimes talking in class, I get like
butterflies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Voice starts to shake. Right. Get spooky. Right. But that was you were jealous of what? At least wanting to be able to talk like your cousin.
Yeah.
Right. The attributes. I'm gonna say this. That's not a. I'm kind of that's more of a godly jealousy. Right. It depends on how it turns out. Right. There's attributes that you want. Right. Josiah. Please, sir. Go ahead and sit down. The water. Shalom. But I like that because Again, it just depends on how it's developed in you and the outlook of what's going on. You see this? So that's technically not always a bad thing. Now, here's a question. Are you working on your communication? Okay, well, there it is then. How's your cousin's communication? Is it still good or what? Yeah, she's starting to recluse up now, huh? Right? That's kind of life. Life kind of does that sometimes through experiences, right? But Proverbs 15 and verse 4, real quick.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 4.
Yeah, Proverbs 15 and 4. And we know that the first scripture, Wisdom of Solomon 1 on down, was going into about the mind, right? And how your thoughts are removed and there's no love there. And again, another sign of jealousy or there's some type of ill spirit within you is your speech, right? What you start saying. Read where you at.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 4.
Now, the microphone, y'all can pass it back up. Yeah, turn it off. One of the two. Y'all can turn it off. Read where you at.
A wholesome tongue is a tree of life.
A what?
A wholesome tongue is a tree of life.
Yeah, we understand this. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, right? Go ahead. And what that means is that when you have smooth words, when you're talking clearly, kindly, it says it's a tree of life. Think about it. When you have, favorable words, encouraging words, rather than negative words. Come on, you ready to, these dudes hate me, right? But if you're speaking in a positive way, you're a tree of life. That's what the scripture is saying. Go ahead.
But perverseness.
But what?
Perverseness.
Read.
Therein is a breach in the spirit.
You see that? But the perverseness therein, the perverseness in the tongue, right? The negativeness that comes out of the tongue, it shows that there's a breach in the spirit. They show that there's something going on, right? I don't even know why the hell she do it like that then. Right? Yeah, he think he all that, man. Right? Oh, he think he Mr. Cool. She thinks she Mr. Cool. That speech, it starts to show, oh, wait a minute. Something a little weird in that speech, right? Oh, yeah, look at her little ghetto ass. You're like, what? Hold on, what are you talking about? Sister hearing the truth? You talking to somebody out there in the streets, right? Oh, this nigga think he got all the precepts. He think he on 10, right? Yeah, I'm gonna show him. Show him what? Wait a minute. Why are you feeling like this? Well, it shows that there's something in that person's spirit that is agitated, right? And a lot of times jealousy goes into this. It's the agitation of the spirit. Because it's something that you see that you might not be able to obtain, or it's something that you see that somebody else that you love sees, right? Or you think that they see that may try to do what? Push you to the side. Y'all see this? Yeah. Proverbs 6 and verse 34. Oh yeah, you can cut that dude off. You gotta look at the comments. Yeah, him. Do you support the LGBT community? Absolutely no. Do you support the LGBT community? I support it, but not a part of that community. I feel you. No, we don't support them at all. Yeah, go ahead and cut him off. Yeah. These guys, man, where you come from? Abortion is a woman's choice. No, it definitely is. But you gotta understand, it's death. But it's all great. That's for another conversation. Actually, we did a good cable show on that too, just to let y'all know. We did about, I think it was abortions on the Hidden Truth Bible show, so check that out. But from there, read where you at.
Proverbs chapter 6,
give me somebody else. Brothers, I need you. Yeah, his voice is not there.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 24.
I need both of y'all. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 34, because as we're seeing is that this jealousy spirit does what? It starts in your outlook towards somebody else because of affection being lost, right? Something being taken away from you. Whatever you think it might be. It goes down to your tongue, right? But then it's also now something that is being boiled up in your body and your spirit. And now your actions start to represent what's in your mind. Read where you at.
Proverbs 6 and 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man.
For what?
Jealousy is the rage of a man.
Yeah, jealousy will cause you to start now raging out, right? You start to get explosive. You start to act unruly. This is what happens with jealousy. It says that it says jealousy is what?
The rage of a man.
Go ahead.
Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
You see that? He won't spare. What does that mean? He starts to get violent, right? You'll start to now think about what? Hurting somebody, you bumping into them a little bit on accident, right? You got now these bold ways. Somebody got to get past, but you still staying there like you don't see them? Knowing doggone what they got to get past, right? You look at them like, all right. Like, what is this? Y'all on cell block 13? Like y'all in prison or something like that. But this is the spirit that is created within us with jealousy. Y'all see this? Read it one more time.
For jealousy is the rage of a man.
Right.
Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
Yeah, he won't spare. He's not going to be kind. She's not going to be kind. But think about it, ladies. Think about it when it comes to just jealousy and the spirit that you have and how when you do act out, it's like, oh man, I love the feeling. I wish a nigga would jump in front of this fist. Right? You'll beat somebody down, man. I'm trying to tell you, where do you think Jasmine Sullivan got the song? I bust the windows out your car. Who got the audacity to jump on the hood and just, like when you had Tiger Woods' wife. She beating on the car with a golf club. Come on, man. That was anger and wrath that came through jealousy. Because again, it's going to go into it about wrath, right? About this envy. This is a byproduct of jealousy. I know I'm starting slow. We're going to get into some stories and show it a little bit deeper and where it can take you to, right? And why? And a lot of us, man, you don't even know. You allow this spirit to overtake you. Because of what? You think that you're going to be less. You think that, again, that you're who you thought you were going to be, how your life was going to be, is now slowly but surely deteriorating. Come on, man. You'll do anything to save it. You'll do anything. Literally. I know y'all looking at me stiff-faced, but this is true. And we're going to see in the scriptures, but go to Proverbs 27:4. Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 4. When it goes into this rage, right? Just to come back, the raging, it says, violent anger accompanied with furious words, right? Gestures or agitation. So now sometimes you have an underlining movements, but it's in your gesture, right? They say a sister's name, you like, yeah, all right. Your eyes say that, your eyes say, yeah, all right, right? You do that little, right? Same thing with brothers, man, right? You saluting the brother, yeah, right? Now your gestures and how you are operating starts to get weird. Come on now, y'all don't think that? Gestures, face. A lot of times y'all don't even know when you make a face. That's the funny part about it. Brothers and sisters aren't even aware of your facial features and your facial, your faces that you make. Read where you at.
Proverbs 27 and verse 4.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 4.
Wrath is cruel, and anger is outrageous.
Cut him off. Read it again.
Wrath is cruel, and anger is outrageous.
You hear that? Wrath is cruel, and wrath is a byproduct of jealousy. Angry. Here's a question, Trejana, because you said about the kids, right? How did that make you feel towards kids and babies?
I've always loved children. I didn't have nothing against her specifically, but just more so towards the relationship.
Right.
I didn't feel no type of stuff.
Yeah.
I was definitely jealous of their relationship.
Yep. No, I'm with it. And I think about it, and again, just a topic like this, just about the jealousy, again, the wrath, the rage that's within a person. And when you start looking at these news clippings, right, of a man beating a 1-year-old daughter to death, it's like, why? Why would you beat your 1-year-old daughter to death? Why would you put this baby in the microwave? Why? What was it that had this individual do harm to a person like this? A lot of times it is jealousy, man. The mother's not showing the father the attention no more. I gotta cut this little nigga out, right? Nah, you gotta think about it. Because there's a lot of, man, not only with kids, just with anybody, man, a lot of domestic violence, right? Crimes of passion. There was one crime of passion that I seen. It was in New York, right? This is probably like 3-4 months ago. And there was a New York City cop. She was a woman. So she broke up, her and her boyfriend broke up, right? The boyfriend ended up getting a new boo. Right? Got a new booth. Shoot. Police officer went over there and put 2 to the head, left her dead. You see that? I gotta put her to sleep. You ain't taking mine. Right? You ain't taking my comfort. You ain't taking my love. You're not taking my security. Bop, bop. She locked up now, man. You were supposed to be an officer. Control yourself. But look what the rage of jealousy did. Y'all see this? It make you act real weird, and a lot of times you don't even know it. The words, the way that you speak, you don't even know why you mad. You just create drama. And that's what we're going to go into. You're going to create drama. Read where you at.
This is Proverbs 27:4.
Proverbs 27:4. Go ahead.
Wrath is cruel. And anger is outrageous.
And anger is outrageous. Read.
But who is able to stand before envy?
You see that? Who's able to really stand against envy? A person with envy. A person that's jealous. Envy goes into what? The feeling of uneasy. Now you're grudging, right? You want what this person may have. You want to be like him. You want to be like her. Man, this sister, man, she's long-suffering. She's a virtuous sister. Why don't I have these attributes? Maybe you didn't put in the work. You see this? Same thing with the men. Man, these brothers up there teaching strong, man. And a lot of times, again, the envy is not a godly envy. It starts to now get into what this jealousy, this mind, that warped mind has now made this righteous individual an enemy. Right? He's now taking away. What you thinking? You smiled. I want to get you in thought. What you was thinking? But yeah, this righteous individual that's doing what's necessary, now I'm looking at them as men. You know what? Nah, man. He's something that I can't be. I can't be around that. Jealousy will make you do that. Because there's 4 stages of jealousy. I want y'all to write this down. There's 4 stages in jealousy. 4 stages in jealousy. And I want you to write this down on the side of your paper or whatever. But you can write this down and then we're going to go through them as the class goes on. Right? First stage is identification. Write this down. Identification. Identification. I-D-E-N-T-I-F-I-cation. C-A-T-I-O-N. Cation. All right? Number 2 is, what is it? I don't know. Yeah, confrontative. That the tiv got me. Confrontative. Confrontative. So you got identification for stage 1. Stage 2 is confrontative. C-O-N-F-R-O-N-T-A-T-I-V-E. Confrontative. Stage 3, redirecting. 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 Stage 4 is what? Media. And you spell that M-E-D-E-A. I know you heard Drake say it, right? The 4th stage of jealousy is media. Come on, man. Drake's my guy. Aubrey? Look at it. That's why you made the class, didn't you, brother? Nah. He just said it, though. The 4th stage of jealousy is media. M-E-D-E-A. Which is facts, actually. M-E-D-E-A. All right? Yeah, that was on 7 a.m. Bridal Path. That was his track. You know, the 4th level of jealousy is called media. Isn't that an ironic revelation? It was hot. But y'all get that? So identification, confrontative, redirecting, and media. All right? From there, you can write this. Actually, did we hit this? Yeah, we already basically wrote this down, but you can write this down again for stage number 1 for identification of jealousy. Identification. You can write this down. It says, there is a threat that a person may feel losing someone like a friend. There is a threat that someone may lose someone like a friend, spouse, lover, to someone more intelligent, attractive, or wealthier. There is a threat that a person may feel losing someone like a friend, spouse, lover to someone more intelligent, attractive, or wealthier. Y'all see this? And then within this first step, there is envy. And it says envy on the other side shows up when a patient or person, male or female, looks around and thinks. Oh, what happened? Looks around and thinks, I want what you have, and I hate that you have what I want. Envy. I want what you have, and I hate that you have what I want. There's a question? Everybody get that part? It goes a little bit deeper. Envy is an angry feeling that someone else possesses and enjoys something desirable. Something desirable. And now we're going into what? The spirit of jealousy in action. The spirit of jealousy in action. What it looks like, how it sounds, the actions of it. 2 Ezra 16 and verse 49. 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 49. About the spirit of jealousy in action. And it's kind of ironic we got a lot of sisters in class for this first point. Right? But I'm going to say this, man. It's everywhere. It's for men. It's for women. Again, is that a lot of times it creeps within us and we don't even know what it is. We just feel that anger. We feel this wrath. We feel this hatred. My mouth starts to water when this person walks by. My eye starts to glitch. Right? Shoulder starts to I get tightened up. Like I'm ready to fight or something. I guess your adrenaline already starts to pump. It's like, what's going on? You might be what? Jealous. You might be jealous. And this is what we're here to find out. This is what we're here to look at a little bit more closely, right? Or closer. Read where you at. Is everybody there? Okay, go ahead.
2 Ezra 16, verse 49.
Okay. Is it going back and forth? Go ahead.
Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman.
Right into it. Hold on, say that again.
Like as a whore.
That was heavy. That says
envieth
right?
A right, honest, and virtuous woman.
Y'all see this? As a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman. Because envy is what? Jealousy. It's the root of jealousy. Read that one more time.
Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman.
Right.
So shall righteousness hate iniquity.
You see that? Just showing what? That opposition. That there is a jealousy or envy between a whore and a virtuous woman. Man, the scriptures is bringing it out to show forth it be like that sometimes, right? And the sad part about it is that it's kind of misunderstood. Let's say even a woman that is a what? A whore, right? The whore tendencies. Moving in a certain way, may not have the right etiquette, right? May not have the right discretion or have discretion quite yet. So she looks now at what? At this woman that's been refined and not understanding that she was refined to now to be able to hold this standard, but her outlook is messed up. Her outlook's messed up. Why? She may have kids, family members, spouse, husband that's around to where she's like, oh no, I don't want him to see that. Oh no, I don't want them to see that because I'm not that. Y'all see this?
No.
Why? The fear of what? That love being taken, that attention, right? That attention now being redirected. Y'all see this?
Yeah.
Because when you deal with right, it means what? In morals, religion, just. It says fit, suitable, proper, becoming. A lot of women coming into the truth, there might be a little bit of jealousy or envying. Depends. If your mind's not in the right fashion, if you're not thinking the right way, you can have envy because you see what somebody else has and you don't have it. It creates that illness within you. There's certain qualities that you don't possess that she does. Y'all see this? That's why it says, like a whore envieth a right and honest and virtuous woman. Check this out. Go to Ecclesiastes 26:5. Give a little bit more understanding. Ecclesiastes 26 and verse 5. It says, like a whore envieth a right and honest and virtuous woman. And a lot of times, man, this spirit is man frustrating certain sisters, man, because they don't understand the method it took for this individual to get where they're at. Y'all see this? They don't understand it was a method. It wasn't it was a fly by night. I put on the virtuous drawers and here I am, shining. It ain't work like that. I wish it was that easy. I wish I could put on a girdle, a headband, and I'm shining like Yahushua. Now, it takes work. But a lot of times the mind doesn't really understand that. The mind doesn't understand. It only sees what it sees. It sees what I see right now, but I don't understand how that person got there. So it creates, again, envy. Read where you at.
Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 5.
Go ahead, Sonny Boy.
There be 3 things that mine heart feareth.
There be what?
3 things that mine heart feareth.
So 3 things that the Most High said his heart fears, right? Go ahead.
And for the 4th, I was sore afraid.
The 4th, I was sore afraid for this to happen, right? Go ahead.
The slander of a city.
Right? Somebody coming in and lying, slandering upon a nation, right? Go ahead.
The gathering together of an unruly multitude.
Yeah, you got a whole group of gremlins, right? Out there on a stroll, right? With like what did they call them? You had the big white group that was, it was like a white group that was walking in. I forget where they was walking in at. They was all marching together. Unruly, right? Wanting to do harm. Go ahead.
And a false accusation.
A what?
A false accusation.
Yeah, a false accusation. Go ahead.
All these are worse than death.
You see that? All these are worse than death. Why? Because you have to deal with the aftermath of whatever happened. You see this? It's rough. But what else? Go ahead.
But a grief of heart and sorrow.
But a grief of heart and what?
Sorrow.
Read.
Is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
You see this? That's a grief of heart. And sorrow and sad to see. Is a woman that's what?
Jealous over another woman.
Yeah, jealous over another woman. And a lot of times, why do you think, sisters, since y'all are here, why do you think a woman will be jealous over another woman? Man, both y'all heads on at the same time. Kaya.
Well, for one, just like I was explaining about losing time.
Hold on. The same losing time. Go.
Losing time. As far as with brothers,
You're going to lose time. The time that you had spending with your husband, he is no longer going to give you that time, and that's guaranteed if he has another woman. You're going to have to split that time.
Hold on, my fault. Say that one more time. My apologies.
So just like I was trying to say with, how my husband was dealing with brothers and I got jealous because I'm losing time.
Right.
You're going to be guaranteed to lose that time. That's a guarantee because now you have to split the time that he has left with someone else. He has to, in order to have a relationship or something with another woman, he has to put in time. He has to give.
Oh, okay. You going into the multiple ribs?
Well, multiple ribs. I mean, even dealing with her or just looking at her or talking to her,
right.
It takes time.
Right.
And time is not something you can get back.
That's facts. Okay. So time.
To me,
it's something that's being taken away from you.
Right.
Right.
And you're not putting forth that same effort that you may have been before because now you have to split that time.
Right.
So, yeah.
I like it. On point. What was it? Noel? You was gonna say something? I mean, both of y'all said something. That's why I said it.
It would just be from, I would say, what another woman had, maybe where she's trying to get to. She's not there yet. Anywhere from looks, weight,
Right. Because I'm saying this, women are very, very, man. Huh? Oh, yeah, you said, yeah, vain in a sense of, man, my weight, my look, right? Is my waist snatched, right? Or, what is it? Lips, face, right? But go ahead, though.
Yeah, because I had girlfriends in the world that would compliment another female.
Right.
At the end would say, but that dress will look better on me.
Oh, see, that was the perverse tongues. That dress, that was jealousy in the face. Right?
That looks nice, but
the sister said, that dress looked nice, but look better on me. Yeah, and I'm going to say this, even dealing with where we're at, it talks about a woman being envious or jealous over another woman, definitely. And I'm going to say this, a lot of times, and I'm going to say this not even on the multiple rib tip, just on women in general, is that whenever you see another woman and just, again, a Susan, or a Susanna, or a Judith, right, a Sarah, these are women that were very well refined and went through the process and had experiences. But a lot of times on the back end, looking, you're like, I want to be like that, but I can't go through what they went through. So it caused you to have this desire to be like that, but since you're not now physically doing the action to get there, it creates this ill spirit within you. I'm going to show you. Go to Proverbs 21 and 25. Hold where you're at. Hold where you're at on Ecclesiastes 26 and 6. But just to show you is that, what really is it? Like, again, a lot of sisters, right? The sewing, man, there's a certain level I want to get to. I want to do these nice garments and all these different things, the armbands, the headbands. I want to get there. But where you at, though? Yes.
I used to really want to be like really feminine women.
Yeah, if you got to pass that, go ahead. You want to be what? Hey, if you don't mind, Jeremiah, if you can pass that mic for me whenever they need it. I got you.
Just, I would, when I first came into the truth, I would be really jealous of really feminine sisters.
You'll be jealous of really feminine sisters. Right.
At least I don't know if that was how they were behind closed doors, but.
Oh no, you know that was a front. Israel loved the front.
Some women, if you could tell, it was genuine because just how they carried it. You know how sometimes you got a glow to you, and you like, okay, you like that all the time. I was jealous of that. I was
right. I hope you break an ankle, nigga.
No.
Right.
Imitation is like a form of flattery.
Right.
I was trying to be like that. I was super feminine. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you something. Go to 2 Corinthians 11:2 because there's a balance in this. Let me give the balance real quick. Go to 2 Corinthians 11:2. Yeah, 2 Corinthians 11 and verse 2. Just about, because a lot of times, that's why I got to go a little bit more in detail to see, okay, was this actually a wrathful, creating jealousy, right? Jealousy that's now creating wrath and hatred and harm, or is it a, I want to aspire to be like that? Because I'm going in on the side of jealousy of hatred, of envy, jealousy where it brings wrath, anger, malicious tactics, right? As we're going to go through an example that we read. But who has 2 Corinthians 11:2? Go ahead, Asia.
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 2.
Talk normal and louder.
For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy.
You see that? So Paul even said, I'm jealous over you, but with a godly jealousy. So there is godly jealousy. You see this? And we call it what? You want to aspire or you want to emulate those. Like I wanted to emulate my predecessors, my teachers, my leaders, right? The Yeshayas, the Kazakias, Quadazops, man, at that time, a war, still, Shamshawan, Dawiyad, listen, Yasharallah, when he was in it, these were men that I was like, bro, I need to be like him. Yasharallah used to come down and do EO training. He did EO training in such a way, he'll do this, man. It always caught me. He would drop something, but then he'll be like this. He throw a smile. I was like, what the heck? But the smile got me, though. I was like, bro, he's too smooth. He's too smooth. But it wasn't like, man, I hope that nigga car blow up so I can take his spot. That wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? It was more of, I want to be like that. And a lot of us have that. But then a lot of us have that nah, Listen, I'm ready to choke her out. You know what I'm saying? I wish she'd get about the truth. Right? I wish she'd get about the truth. I don't need her around here. Get up out of here. Where you at?
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 2.
Drop that.
God.
But jump back. Jump back real quick to Ecclesiastes 26 and 6.
God.
And then jump to Proverbs 21 and 25. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 6.
Yeah, are you there or what? Or you need? Oh, I thought you needed the verse. Okay. Where are you at?
But a grieved heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
Yeah, a woman that's jealous over another woman. Go ahead.
And a scourge of the tongue, which communicateth with all.
Yeah, the scourge of the tongue, right? Go to Proverbs 21 and 25. But just dealing with this jealousy, man. And a lot of times the jealousy is because this individual, this one female, doesn't want to do what? Put in the effort and work of the person that they're looking at that may be, again, wiser, more seasoned, right? And I'm going to say this, even healthier. A lot of sisters talk about they want to get healthy, but you ain't drinking no healthy juices. It's all soda, root beer. Let me give you a packet of Jose Cuervos, right? Let me get the, what's the other ones? IPAs, right? I'm going to hit, listen, let me get that Mickey D's, man. Mickey D's. Who said something about Mickey D's? McDonald's, it's all the crazy food, right? It's that we got to put work in to get what we want to obtain. It's not as easy, man. I'm going to say this. Megan Thee Stallions, don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you see. A lot of them are doing like the little, they put the gel across the belly and kill the cells. What do they do?
Body sculpting.
Yeah, body sculpting. I seen a lot of it, man. The raking. I seen a lot of them. They get the surgery, they get the BBLs, right? Brazilian butt lift, right? And with the lips, the legs, just that we just out of shape. Proverbs 21. A lot of women desire to be great, but you don't do.
The slothful killeth him.
Sure, I'm gonna come to garments, right? Those hands refuse to labor, and it's not just only talking about physical things. It's talking about spiritual as well. Like even how to have spiritual attributes, like Sarah, where Sarah was locked in with Abraham to say, "What? That's my brother right there," right? Come on now. Dealing with even Judith, as we read in Sabbath reading, how Judith was able to think. Number one, she was raised by her husband Manasseh to even have those attributes, right? So he left behind an avenger. He left behind a stone. But how did she get to that point to where she can make decisions like that? Come on, she was taught. She went through experiences. She learned. She was humble enough to listen. She was able to take discipline. You see this? But a lot of sisters, you don't want the discipline. You don't want the discomfort. You want to think that you're always right? You're not willing to undergo a little bit of reconstructive surgery to get your mind right so that your future can be a lot better. But that's why a lot of sisters are jealous, because they lack certain things, lack certain tools, lack certain attributes, but it's really your fault. Due to what? Laziness. But it's the same thing for brothers too. Same thing for brothers, but we'll get there. 2 Peter 1 and 5. Let's get that. 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 5.
God.
Just dealing on this, the desire killeth the slothful. Yes. Proverbs 21 and 25. Am I going too fast? Slow it down just a little bit. Proverbs 21 and verse 25. Yeah, Proverbs 21. But now we're at 2 Peter 1 and verse 5. And just to go with a lot of times, well, what is it that woman is jealous over? Well, jealous over is the attributes of the Spirit. Because the Spirit is what makes you to shine. You see this? The Spirit. A lot of us aren't jealous over your family at home. Maybe because they get to take a nap every once in a while, right? Maybe. Right? But a lot of us aren't jealous over the world. We're jealous over things that we might want to be, that we want to be, to level up in. But read where you at.
2 Peter chapter 1 verse 5.
Go ahead, Sonny, go ahead.
And beside this, giving all diligence,
right?
Add to your faith virtue.
You see that? Giving all diligence, attention. But if you're not working, if you're not dedicated in trying to work on yourself, you're not going to have virtue. You're not going to have faith. How can you have faith if you're not working out your faith? and the faithful and the time to apply the faith, you do what? You're like, I can't do that. You're never going to gain what those that you say you want to be like has. Because, sisters, do y'all want to be daughters of Sarah? Oh, that's a lie. Hello? Oh, y'all got to stop it. Y'all calm. What? Sisters, do y'all want to be daughters of Sarah? Online, put a 7 if you want to be a daughter of Sarah, sisters. For you sisters online. If you say, "Con," hey, it takes that work. It takes applying. A lot of us don't want to apply our mind because we're lazy, mentally lazy. The truth, it ain't the physical. It's all mental. Like we had a question last night about what does it mean when it says that as a man thinketh, so as he is. Well, whatever you want to be, you can be if you put some work behind it. You see this? But it's the same thing to have the attributes of the women that you see, the women that you read. Listen, the wife that you know that you want to be for your husband, or the potential wife that you want to be for your husband. Read.
And to virtue, knowledge.
And to virtue, knowledge. Read.
And to knowledge, temperance.
See, all these things work together. Knowledge, temperance, right? How to have control, a little bit of understanding. Go ahead.
And to temperance, patience.
Now, temperance brings forth patience. All these are good attributes, man. It makes a person's whole vibe change. Your demeanor changes, and that's what's addictive. Right? Like you were saying, Trejana, the sisters, they were classy, never trashy, right? But not only that, is that now their talk and their demeanor, you can tell it by that too. Man, come on. It's what? It's, what's the word? It's called captivating, man. You want to be like that. Go ahead.
And to patience, godliness.
And the patience, godliness. Go ahead.
And to godliness, brotherly kindness.
You see this? All these things are attributes that you have to work at. Man, the lonely woman, right? A lot of sisters. Sisters, which one of y'all was the one? I didn't have too many girlfriends. I was out by myself. Look at that. 4 hands. 4 hands. But now what? You got a whole group of sisters. So what does that mean? Now you got to get along. Now you have to learn how to what? Talk the proper way. You see this? How to use certain words and understand who's in front of you. How to have patience. It's different now, and it takes work. It's not something that's going to, like I said one day, you're going to put the Bible underneath your pillow, and you're going to be what? A Hebrew Israelite woman. It don't work like that. Keep reading.
And to brotherly kindness,
right?
Charity.
And to brotherly kindness, charity. Read.
For these things.
Because I'm going to say this, even in kindness, to have charity means you have to show that you care. Charity just ain't a word. No, you got to show charity, right? You might have to give up a vehicle, right? That's charity. So the brother and sister don't got to come out of pocket. You got an extra V, give them the V. You see this? Charity. A lot of people can't do that. Oh, man, can I get part of the car? About that. Sorry. Right? A lot of us got to learn this. We got to feel what it is to really have charity. Go ahead.
For if these things be in you,
go ahead,
and abound,
if these things be in you and do what?
And abound,
and keep growing. Read.
They make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful.
You see that? But a lot of us are barren and unfruitful, and we feel it, and we recognize it when it's compared to those that are what? Fruitful. Those that are moving forward. Those that are growing. Listen, even those that are having what? Children. Come on, man. You don't think that Rachel and Leah had to go through that? Wasn't it? Rachel had to sit back after all them killing. She was happy. You don't think she was a little envious and jealous over Leah? Come on now. How much more now in the spirit? But look at it. It says, for if these things be in you and abound, they make you that you shall neither be barren nor unfruitful. Go ahead.
In the knowledge of our Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach.
But check this out. Read.
But he that lacketh.
But he that what?
Lacketh.
But she that what?
Lacketh.
If you lack, go ahead.
These things is blind.
You see that? And a lot of times, why is a person blind? Well, you don't want to put the work into it. You're not really having what you desire, and now your envy is because of what? The lack of motivation. The lack of care for yourself. Read it again.
But he that lacketh these things,
go ahead,
is blind.
Read.
And cannot see afar off.
Yeah, we're closed off. We got tunnel vision. We're not really seeing the bigger picture, what the Most High is trying to do with us. Specifically sisters. A lot of times, there's a lot of things that you won't allow yourself to go through to grow. The Most High can't give you understanding. He won't give you more wisdom if you don't start at kindergarten and work your way up. But a lot of us keep failing first and second grade. Well, you fail in first grade. Can't even get to second grade. What does that mean? A trial of patience, right? A trial of trust. A trial of faith. You can't even allow yourself to go through that, but you see other people, what? Oh, they going through it, shining. You're like, how in the hell? What's going on? Why is it so hard for me? Why can I never come up? You don't put the work to come up. You ain't doing it. You gonna say something?
No, just going right with what you were saying. It's basically, it's a trick. That's what the trick is in jealousy. You lacking, you behind because you so focused on what the thing that you're jealous of. You lacking, you behind because of the thing that you're jealous about. That's what you're giving your energy and your time to, rather than studying, rather than asking the question, how do I get this line straight? How do I sing better? How do I do these bad bones better? You focus more on the person that you're jealous of, or the thing that's going on around you, or the situation. So it's like the verse is saying that's the trick. The trick is you're blind because of the thing that you so desire, the attention that you so desire from your man, that you feel like it's going to be taken from another person, is blinding you from diving more into the different levels of what love is, the different levels of what charity is, and brotherly kindness, patience, and temperance is, which is the things that you want in you, because those things are going to sustain your spirit and keep you growing and keep you fighting and allow you to see afar off. Because you're not able to see far off because you're so focused on the world, like that worldly standard of what the attention you might want from your man. You should be focused on how you can get the Most High's attention. Yep. Because in turn, you're getting the Most High's attention.
Microphone. Go ahead.
In turn, you're getting the Most High's attention. You're gonna get the attention. You're gonna get the attention from your husband that you want. Yep. Because you're doing the things that's pleasing to the Most High. He's like, damn. He's like, damn, she's righteous. Damn, she's focused. He gonna want to come over there and see what you got going on. He gonna want to come talk to you like, what you been reading? What you been studying? Who you been counseling with? And that's gonna spark the attention that you even want by default. Because he's all locked in the spirit. He's like, damn, what's she locked into? I want to see what my rib locked into. What she got going on? But that's gonna influence him to talk to you. So that attention, that fear that you have, it's really just a trick to keep you from growing. Men got their balance, but women got their balance too on their spectrum. And that's your spectrum. If you're married, and if you're not married, the trick is the thing that you fear, that you lack, the insecurity. The fear is the insecurity.
Oh man, that's horrible.
The fear is the insecurity. And the insecurity kind of keeps you in that prison. Not kind of. It does keep you in that prison of that mentality to where now you can't focus on what you need to focus on to nourish your spirit, for you to grow. You got pride, you got jealousy, you got envy, you got rage, you got wrath. You got all those spirits dwelling in you, but then you're not able to focus on trying to attack those things, or whether you don't even notice where they're attacking you because you're so focused on that person or that scenario setting, or whether it's like a family dynamic, whatever dynamic it may be, you're so focused on it that it's hindering you. It's hindering your growth. So you're like that tree that's trying to grow but it ain't getting nourished. So you're stuck. You're stuck at that same, like you said, that same level. And it's basically the fear. You're holding on to the fear of what you might lose or might not have. Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Go to Genesis 4:1. Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel, another example. We're going to touch a couple. We're going to touch a couple, man. We ain't done yet. I just had to hit on the what? The whore and the righteous woman. Right? Yes.
Just like when I
Oh, you know what? Turn that this way, if you don't mind. Turn the speaker that way, maybe better. Go ahead.
When I was in the truth, and after I started knowing
a little bit louder.
Anything, but then
say it again from the top.
When I was in the truth, I didn't know anything, but because I wasn't studying. And then when I was kind of jealous that everyone knew more, and I was asking myself, how can I improve? How can I know even more? Then it came to me that I needed to study.
Yep.
And when you got me on my reading plan, I started to know even more.
It's a cool point. Cool points. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And
that's facts, though.
That's how I came to who I am now. Like how I know the scriptures.
That's fact. You got some heat. You got some heat. You know. That's right on point. The brother was just saying how, again, he understood that it took work to get where he wanted to be. A lot of us, we're lazy. And that's why we're going to read about Cain and Abel. We're going to read about Cain and Abel. Genesis 4:1.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 1.
Yeah, Genesis 4:1. It get a little interesting, man. Hear these stories. Go ahead.
And Adam knew Eve, his wife. And she conceived and bare Cain.
Right.
And said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother, Abel.
Right.
And Abel was a keeper of sheep.
Now mind you, remember, it's just like y'all, right? What was Abel to Cain? Younger brother. Y'all see it? Younger brother. But nah, it's common though. It's common dealing with families, like we just said back there, right? Noel, just about the family, about my children, with the stepchildren. Everybody wants the attention, right? So, and she bare again Abel. Go ahead.
And Abel was a keeper of sheep.
Go ahead.
But Cain was a tiller of the ground.
Go ahead.
And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord.
Yeah, so he brought some fruit. He may brought some kale, some cucumbers, squash, right, eggplants, whatever it was. He brought something from the ground, but as we know, when it comes to the offering of the Most High, he wants some meat, man. He wants some of that fat ox, right? Sheep, goat, lamb, right? He wants something nice and tasty, obviously, or sweet savor. So it says that Cain brought offering from the field, from the ground. Go ahead.
And Abel, he also brought of the firstling.
Now his little brother brought the firstling, right? Go ahead.
Of his flock. And of the fat thereof.
Go ahead.
And the Lord had respect unto Abel.
Think about that. The Lord had respect. The Lord looked at Abel as, you know what? That's the guy right there. That's the guy. Read.
And to his offering. But unto Cain, and to his offering, he had not respect.
You see that? He had no respect to Cain and his offering. So what happened with Cain? Cain knew this. But check this out. When did he know it? Read.
And Cain was very wroth. And his countenance fell.
And what?
His countenance fell.
Yeah, it says, and the Lord said unto Cain, where we at? You had verse 5?
5.
Yeah, read that one more time.
But unto Cain, and to his offering, he had not respect.
Go ahead.
And Cain was very wroth.
Read.
And his countenance fell.
And his countenance fell. He was mad, wroth. Give me the definition of wroth. He was angry, explosive. But you mad because you came with the wrong offering, brother. It's your fault. Right? He mad what? You didn't put the work in to get the garments looking good. You mad that you got to come back and refringe. Your unit. Not everybody. Your unit. Wait a minute. They don't got to do it. No, they didn't mess up. They did what they were supposed to do. What's wrong?
Full of wrath, much exasperated.
Oh, you got boo definitions. You gotta get your definition game up. Okay. Wrath, right? Wrath, it says, just very angry, right? He became overly angry. Read.
Verse 6. And the Lord said unto Cain.
And now the Most High is speaking to Cain, right? Go ahead.
Why art thou wroth?
Why you mad, bro? What's wrong? What's going on? Go ahead.
And why is thy countenance fallen?
Yeah, he said, why is your countenance fallen? Go ahead.
If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted.
You see that? If you would have did the right thing, you would have been good. Y'all see this? If you would have did what you were supposed to do, would you not have been accepted? That's the question. Read.
And if thou doest not well, sin lies at the door.
Yeah, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, that's sin. Read.
And unto thee shall be his desire. And thou shalt rule over him.
Right. And just showing forth what is and shall be his desire. Just showing that, man, the Most High was switching in the position of Cain being his older brother. Yeah, Abel, your younger brother's outshining you, bro. Now you looking sick. You see this? And a lot of times that's what happens and where jealousy is created. Envy, wrath is created because of our lack of what? Effort, our lack of attention, our lack of doing what we're supposed to do. Go to Isaiah 3 and 10. Isaiah 3 and 10. If thou wouldst have done well, shall thou not be accepted? Come on. Read where you at.
Isaiah chapter 3 verse 10.
Yeah, Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 10. Go ahead.
Say ye to the righteous, that it shall be well with him.
Yeah, it is well with the righteous. That's why we say, what? Just do the right thing. Right? Go ahead.
For they shall eat the fruit of their doing.
Yeah, you're going to receive. You're going to reap what you've done. Read.
Woe unto the wicked.
Woe unto the what?
The wicked.
Go ahead.
It shall be ill with him.
See, Cain should already knew this. They knew the law of sacrifice. The law of what offering he should have gave. Go ahead.
For the reward of his hand shall be given him.
Right? For the reward of his hand shall be given him. Right? Jump back to that Genesis. Just showing forth what is that Cain he received what he put in. But the sad part about it is that his countenance fell and this envy for his brother was growing. The envy was growing. But why though? Because he said, Cain, why are you wroth? One more scripture real quick. Go to Hebrews 11 and 4. I forgot this. Hebrews 11 and 4. Yeah, Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 4. Forgot to add this in. Let everybody get there. Just dealing with what Abel gave forth, man. A lot of times, man, that jealousy comes from you looking at somebody else and the attention going to them. Why? Because Abel did the right thing. Again, stage 1. There is a threat that a person may feel losing someone like a friend, spouse, lover to someone more intelligent, attractive, wealthier. He looking at Abel was like, man, come on, man. The Lord loved his sacrifice. Now look at me now. Now I'm on the back burner. I'm less important. I got to get rid of him. Right? Read where you at.
Hebrews chapter 11 verse 4.
Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 4. Go ahead.
By faith, Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice.
You see that? It was a more excellent sacrifice. Cain knew this. But he got butthurt about it. He started to now feel a certain way. Go ahead.
Then Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous.
That he was what?
Righteous.
Y'all see that? That Abel was righteous by what he did, his works. Read.
God testified of his gifts. And by it he being dead, yet speaketh.
Yeah, even though Abel died, man, that example was still there. It didn't matter. Let's jump back. But just showing what is that Abel offered a more excellent sacrifice than Cain. But what did Cain have to do? What was within Cain to where he's about to, as we already know the story, put his brother in the dirt? Like, are you serious? And I'm going to tell you this. It wasn't that quick. Like, the sacrifice was there. The Most High hit him. If you'd have did it right, you wouldn't have been accepted. It probably was a period of time that Cain just sat there in his mind and looked at that nigga Abel. Yeah, man, Dad like you too. Look at you. You think you shining too, don't you, man? Oh, y'all gonna try to take my little inheritance, ain't you, huh? That's how it's gonna be? It's gonna be like that? Read where you at.
Genesis 4 verse 8.
Right.
And Cain talked with Abel, his brother.
He already knew what was going on. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, when they were in the field,
right,
that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother.
When what?
Cain rose up against Abel, his brother.
Yeah, when they were in the field, Canaan rose up, right? Hey, put them hands up, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's over. I'm tired of you, man. right? He done pulled out the dagger, right? Like on, what was that, Squid Games at the end? Right? Ready to kill each other? Go ahead.
And slew him.
Right?
And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother?
Think about that. And slew him. What was in him? How much jealousy, how much envy, how much hatred to kill your own brother because of what? Your own choice. Your lack of what? Your lack of awareness of what the Most High wanted from you. You weren't accepted because of what you did, the works of your hands. But now he did what? He killed somebody that was what? Righteous. He killed somebody that was accepted in the Lord's eyes. 2 Ezra 4:31, because I'm showing about jealousy. A lot of times it will take you to that point. Right? Oh, no. He's not going to get another woman. Oh. Right? You see him walking. Right? You, Come on. Take you to jump over the ledge, right? Somebody that came up in your job, better credentials. You out there what? Putting a Snicker bar in their tank, man. Yeah, he ain't coming to work tomorrow. He ain't coming to work tomorrow. Right? Come on, man. You ain't, listen, you sitting in class. Yeah, he think them precepts fire, don't he? Standing up all the time reading and stuff. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna show him what's up. Yeah, man. Yeah, John chapter. He's like over, like, brother, calm down, right? Or there be just beef that's added. You start now creating drama. There be drama coming out of nowhere, right? Like, man, this all so many different things, right? But we see that it was something that was rooted in Adam, rooted in Cain, for him to actually put hands and kill his brother. That's a lot, man. Think about killing your spouse, again, what it might take. You can't really imagine it. But he went there. Read where you at.
2 Ezra 4 and verse 31.
I see that.
Ponder now by thyself.
Do what?
Ponder now by thyself.
Yeah, ponder now. So think. That's what ponder means. Think, right? Go ahead.
How great fruit of wickedness.
How what?
Great fruit of wickedness.
Go ahead.
The grain of evil seed hath brought forth.
See that? That little grain that was in Cain's mind, how his countenance fell and was like, dang, I'm not accepted the same way. I'm not looked at the same way. What does that create in you? It created in him a vindictive monster. A vindictive monster. To now be able to do what? I got to put hands on this man. I'm tired of looking at your face, man. You got to go. Death. Stage 2. Stage 2 of jealousy. Write it down. Confrontative. Right? This is where the negative thoughts start to begin as envy. This is where the negative starts to begin as envy. For instance, and you can just write that. This is where negative thoughts start to begin as envy. For instance, I'm so jealous when he looks at her. I'm so jealous when he looks at her. Seems to indicate love for the person. Just a look. You see this? And it's the same thing, right? Parents, children. Why mom got to smile like that? Like, why mom got to smile at her like that? I don't get a smile like that. Right? Dad picked him up. He didn't pick me up. That's where this comes from. It says, I'm jealous when he looks at her. Seems to indicate love for the person. What is conveyed is that the individual is afraid of losing that love object. Cain was what? Bro, he was fearful, sad that his appearance to the Most High, he was, what do you want to call it? He was, say it again? Yeah, not second best. He was basically debased. Like, bro, that ain't it. You weren't the example no more. Your brother got it. Your brother has the standard that I want to push forward. It ain't you, Cain. You gave me this old boo-boo kale sacrifice. Kale is good. It's all good and dandy, brother. But that's not what I wanted. We got to move you to the right, man. it says that what is conveyed is that the individual is afraid of losing that love object. And it's the same thing dealing with what? The Pharisees in Yahushua. Let's go there. John 11 and 45. John 11 and verse 45. Confrontative, man. He got confrontative, all right. Got all up in Abel's face. Got all in Abel's face. For what? You messed up, bro. You trying to check me for your inconsistencies? That don't make sense, does it? But when you have that jealous mind, that wrath, envy, that malicious, murderous spirit on you, listen, anything seems right to you. Anything seems right to you as long as the blame is done what? It's now redirected to somebody else, but it ain't me. We always like to say it's not me. No, it is you because you're not growing. It's you. It's you that don't want to pick up the Bible. It's you that don't want to read. It's you that don't want to understand. It's us that don't want to what? Go through the trials. Go through the obstacles the Most High has us to go through to add to us. Again, a lot of us, we're jealous of what, man? Those that are living righteous. It's the same thing with Christ. We're going to go into it a little bit. Read this. No, let Karadazar get this, or Shunnyman. John chapter 11 and verse 45.
John chapter 11 verse 45.
Yeah, John 11. And this story goes into Lazarus, right? How Yahushua came. Lazarus was dead for 4 days. He was dead. So we knew that what? It wasn't no hoax of what Christ was going to do. He was dead and the Pharisees heard about it, right? So read where you at.
John chapter 11 verse 45.
Yeah, John chapter 11 and verse 45. Go ahead.
Then many of the Jews which came to Mary and had seen the things which Jesus did believed on him.
Go. See, you see that? Many of the Jews, they believed on Yahushua. They saw what he was doing and they recognized the spirit on him. Go ahead.
But some of them went their ways to the Pharisees.
You already know who that? Them snitches, man. Them naysayers, the haters. You got to have haters wherever you at. It says, what does it say? Where good is, evil is present as well. We understand this. Go ahead.
And told them what things Yahushua had done.
Go ahead.
Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council.
So they told what Yahushua did with raising up Lazarus. They went and had, this brother brought somebody from the dead up. Y'all heard about that? Can y'all do that? Right? What y'all got going on? What kind of miracles y'all showing? Right? It says, where you at?
Verse 47.
Go ahead.
Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council.
Go ahead.
And said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles.
Okay, he does many miracles. What are we supposed to do with this guy? Go ahead.
If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
Y'all see this? If we let him be, all men will believe on him. All Israel, the Jews, they're going to start seeing this and now start doing what? Not believing in us. Not listening to us. It's the Pharisees. Go ahead.
And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
You see that? Why? Because it's probably going to be an uproar. It's going to be an uproar to where they're not even listening to the Romans no more. Hold on, man. Y'all about to mess up our condition that we have. Y'all about to mess up how we have things going on. Everybody just be a good little nigga. Right? Keep things how it is. The white man, we're not going to say the white man's the devil. Right? We're not going to elevate our people's mind. We're going to stay in the position that we're in. That's what they were telling. Back in Rome, right? Talking to the chief priest. Go ahead.
And one of them, named Cephius.
What was that? Caiaphas. Go ahead.
Named Caiaphas, being the high priest that same year.
Read.
Said unto them, ye know nothing at all.
Go ahead.
Nor consider that it is expedient for us.
Right. It's needed for us. Go ahead.
That one man should die for the people.
Yeah, and he didn't even know what he was talking about at the time. Dealing with prophecy. Go ahead.
And that the whole nation perish not.
Read.
And this spake he not of himself.
Go ahead.
But being high priest that year,
right,
he prophesied that Yahushua should die for that nation.
Right. He was prophesying that Yahushua was going to die. Read.
And not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of God,
right,
that were scattered abroad,
which is all Israel outside in these other nations, right? Isaiah 11:11 were spread abroad. Go ahead.
Then from that day forth, they took counsel together, for to put him to death.
Think about that. Put him to death for what? For healing a man. There's so many more instances. Yahushua knew that they envied him, that they betrayed him because of envy. Many more scriptures, but think about that. Think about what it will be in a man to now, because this person's doing good works, right? He's doing righteous actions. Now I have to do what? I got to put him to sleep. Go to Psalms 109 and 2. I have to now, though I do good, now you have an evil eye. They had an evil eye towards Christ. But it was so to the extent to where what? We got to kill him. We got to kill this man. But Psalms 109 and verse 2.
Psalms chapter 109 and verse 2.
Yeah, we'll let everybody get there. Yes, 8:55. I'm going to take too long. Go ahead.
Psalms 109 and verse 2.
Yep, Psalms 109 and verse 2. Read.
For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me.
You see that? Think about it. You'll lie upon an individual's name because of the wrath and envy you have against him. You'll make up things. It was lying against Christ. Read it again.
For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful
Go ahead.
are open against me.
Read.
They have spoken against me with a lying tongue.
That's for a whole nother class, just about how Christ was dealt with, man. The lies and just the false accusations, right? Them just trying to find ways to put him to sleep, put him to death, trying to coax him. If you read in chapter 12, or actually I think when you read down, they were trying to kill Christ. When you read down, but still, y'all can read that whole chapter, chapter 11. It's a good chapter, man. But it just shows about how a righteous man was again going up against envy and jealous men and women. Go ahead.
They compared me about, also with words of hatred.
Read.
And fought against me without a cause.
See that? They fought against me without a cause. There's a lot. What right did Cain have to kill Abel? Well, no cause there, man. We make up things. We're making up ideas. We have this furious, now this hatred towards this individual. Go ahead.
For my love, they are my adversaries. But I give myself unto prayer.
Read.
And they have rewarded me evil for good and hatred for my love.
You see that? They've rewarded me evil for good. A lot of times these individuals that are now just in the position of getting beat down like Christ, they're getting hit for good, right? This jealous person is now attacking a person because of the good that they've done. What they lack. Stage 3. Write this down. Redirecting. You can just write it down. Redirecting. I'm going to go through it just for time's sake. It says, patients at this stage derive fun and pleasure out of attacking others. So your mind is so twisted to where now you find fun and pleasure out of attacking others. Y'all see this? It says, the envy can come in a so-called as a form of competitive implication. Now you're competitive. But that's what they were with Christ. They were competitive with him. We can't have him around. He's going to take away our comfortability. He's going to take away the standard that we've established, which is garbage. They're going to really find out that we're actually fake and phony and not really real. I can't have this guy around. Let me now try to do things to what? To weed him away. Let me now do things to try to do what? Kill this person. It took them that far. Jealousy will do that. 1 Samuel 18 and 6. What you had? You had a verse? Go to 1 Samuel 18 and verse 6. Dealing with Saul. Actually, we know it. We know the story dealing with Saul, right? I'm going to just go through it. Saul said, after the war, right? After the war, what happened? They said Saul killed his thousands, right? But David killed his what? Tens of thousands. You can go to one scripture. Go to 1 Samuel 18 and start at 7. Let's go to a real quick read through it. 1 Samuel 18 and verse 7. Just dealing with now Saul. With that envy, malice, hate, anger. Come on, man. That have you hitting cats with your car? Man, I done seen it all. Seen it all. But it's created from what? It's rooted from what? Jealousy. You feel as if something's being taken away from you. Love. Security. Future life. So you'll do what? You'll kill to maintain. You'll do it. We a real live you. Show on Netflix? Oh yeah, yeah, right, you. Well, read where you at.
1 Samuel chapter 18,
1 Samuel 18 and verse 6.
Yeah, 1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 6. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, as they came, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistines.
Go ahead.
That the women came out of all cities of Israel, singing and dancing.
It said it had the what?
All cities of Israel singing and dancing.
Right, it says, and the women answered one another as they played. They were all enchanting. Come on, we got the whole crew, the women. Think about it. Go David, go David, go David, yeah. Right? They going in, right? He killed his thousands. Right? Oh, come on. You got to set the scene. I know he was hot. Oh, hell no. This is my kingdom, brother. Right? Go ahead.
To meet King Saul,
right?
With tabrets, with joy,
read,
and with instruments of music. And the women answered one another as they played, and said, Saul hath slain his thousands, and David his 10,000.
That's what they saying. He slayed his thousands. David kills his tens of thousands. Right? Whatever. They probably was. Think about it. If David was dancing, like, come on, they had. Right? They was jamming. It was a scene. It was a scene. And Saul thought what? Read. Check this out.
And Saul was very wroth.
He was what?
Very wroth.
Now he's wroth now. Just like who? Cain. He's wroth now. Angry. Very upset. Brother, I mean, you wasn't it. And mind you, if you know the backstory of Saul, Saul was I don't think he used the word godly, but he was tall, right? A handsome brother amongst the people. So he always had attention. He always had, the spotlight was on him, right? But now we got this young shepherd man, right, coming through, killing, got the attention of the women, the men of the city. Go ahead.
And the same displeased him.
Right?
And he said,
it says the same displeased him. What they said, he wasn't giving respect or homage anymore. It was going to David. Go ahead.
And he said, they have ascribed unto David,
right,
10,000.
You see that? They've ascribed. They've set to him 10,000s. Read.
And to me, they have ascribed but thousands.
They were taking away what he desired, which was attention and love. Attention, right? A name, an image. Taking it away. Go ahead.
And what can he have more? But the kingdom.
Yeah, what can he have more now? Look where his mind just went far east, far west. What else can he get? But the kingdom. He got everything else. Everybody love him. Riches. He got the houses. Read.
And so I, David.
He did what?
I, David.
You see this? A lot of times we be what? Right? You be iron cast, man, on the low. Years at a time, man. Yeah, I got that nigga. Yeah, I'm trying, just like on what's on belly. I don't like that, man. I don't see them niggas. Okay. Noted. Right? He eyed David and did what? Read.
From that day and forward.
Right?
And it came to pass. On the morrow.
It says that day and forward. This man had an ill spirit. Go ahead.
That the evil spirit from the Most High.
Go ahead.
Came upon Saul.
Read. The evil spirit. And that's why a lot of times the wisdom has to flee. Because it can't be there with a negative spirit, an ill spirit, a wicked spirit, evil spirit. Read.
And he prophesied in the midst of the house.
Go ahead.
And David played with his hand.
Look at this.
As at other times.
Got spirits on. Yeah, brother. I see you over there. Right? Go ahead.
And there was a javelin in Saul's head.
Go ahead.
And Saul cast the javelin.
Read.
For he said, I will smite David, even to the wall with it. And David avoided out of his presence twice.
Think about that. You throwing daggers, shooting at cats, ready to kill him off of just attention. He didn't even do nothing to you. David didn't do nothing to him. So what happens when jealousy hits you? What happens when this anger and this envy starts to dwell within you? It takes away your peace. All these individuals, their peace was gone, man. Don't y'all feel restless? You always suspicious. You always asking questions and looking, and I got to be on top of my toes. I don't know what's really happening. You everywhere with this jealous state. Takes away peace. Ecclesiastes 30 and 24. A couple more. Ecclesiastes 30 and verse 24. Get that, Shiny Bunny. Ecclesiastes in your Apocrypha 30 and verse 24. This is what jealousy does to you. This is what that envy, that not godly envy. This is that wrathful. I hate you because I'm not what you are, or you have what I want, or you're taking away something that's close to me. I hate you. I don't like you. You be dreaming at them at night. They in your dreams now. I can't get you out of my mind. You keep musing on me. Not me in general. You keep musing on that person. Y'all see this? What else does it do? Yes.
My cousin, she got in an argument with someone that she know, and she
right.
was probably like, oh, she hinting about me on her story. I'm like, why you still look at her on Instagram and feel like this? She's like, because I know she was talking about me. I'm like,
right, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
You keep checking it. I don't think she worried about you. It's like, nah, just know she is. She talking about me. Like,
look at that.
Nah. She on your head. I don't think she worried about you. How you think about her.
Right. Listen, you said Facebook?
No.
Or Instagram? Yeah, her little, what are videos? What do you call them? I don't even know what you call them anymore. What do you call them?
Stories.
Yeah, your story, they ain't got nothing to do with you. You just so out the mind. You so delusional, you adding yourself in the story. You trying to make yourself prominent. Stop it, Israel. We be making ourselves like we a talk of the town. Nobody talking about you. Come on, ain't nobody talking about us, like. Who are we? They talk about Moneybag Yayo and Young Dolph. You're lucky I didn't do that class. I should. Young Dolph, man. He ain't gonna be the last. But still, a lot of us, man, this spirit, it takes away our peace. Read where you at.
Ecclesiastes chapter 30 and verse 24.
Go ahead.
Envy and wrath shorten the life.
Envy and wrath does what?
Shorten the life.
That's why a lot of us be what? Dried up. We be dried up because of what? What be on your mind? What's on your spirit? You're getting sucked by this demon. Read it again.
Envy and wrath shorten the life.
Read.
And carefulness.
And careful what?
Carefulness.
Carefulness, read.
Bringeth age before the time.
Okay, you careful in all the wrong things. Your mind is suspicious in all the wrong things. You're trying to control environments in all the wrong things. I don't even know why she do that. Why she talk like that? Why she doing that? See, I don't even like her. See, that's why, him, he, her. You slowing yourself down. You should be worrying about growing, progressing, right? Locking in more into the spirit. But your mind is what? Elsewhere in areas that don't pertain to you. So what does it say? Carefulness bringeth age before the time. Proverbs 14 and verse 30. We supposed to be 30, 40 years old looking like what? 19, 21. Right? Trying to have that glow. I can't worry about other people. You see this? And if it's something I want to be, listen, you better put some work at it. What brothers and sisters have to understand is that, man, this jealous spirit, as we went through Cain, we went through the Pharisees, we went through the righteous woman, the whore, right? The two women, jealousy, Saul. We do ourselves a disservice when we try to literally live, man, in that mentality. It's a destructive mentality. Very destructive. You said it. My time is now dwindling down. You see this? Now I got to do some weird things to think I can gain the time. It ain't going to work. The scripture says, husbands, be as if you have no wives. What that mean? Your first duty is what? The work. So now what you going to be mad at? The Most High? A lot of times that's what it be. We be mad at the Most High for what he's doing. But what is it doing to us? Read where you at.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 30.
Go ahead.
A sound heart is the life of the flesh.
A what?
Sound heart is the life of the flesh.
That sound mind, that well-developed mind and wisdom and understanding, right? The mind that is eradicating wickedness, eradicating those negative thoughts is what?
The life of the flesh.
It's life for you. You start to look like alkaline water, a little beet juice, right? Bright red, right? Healthy, right? Go ahead.
But envy.
But what?
But envy.
Go ahead.
The rottenness of the bone.
Yeah, envy's going to rot in your bones. Envy's going to make that spirit what? Man, ill, not right. Nobody wants to be around you because you're a negative Nancy, terrible Tom. It grows upon you like this. Why? Wisdom's not in your mind. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 23. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 and verse 23. And then James 1:20 to finish it out. Read what you got, Shuddy One. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and verse 23. Let him get it out. I need that.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 verse 23.
Yeah, wisdom. What page you on?
This is page 61 in the red book.
Page 61 in the red book. Go ahead.
Neither will I go with consuming envy.
Now, mind you, this is going over wisdom when you read up in the chapter, right? But it's giving us an understanding of neither will I go consuming envy. I'm not going to be in an envious mind. I'm not going to now want or desire things that don't pertain to me. Or if I do desire it, I'm going to do it in a godly way and actually put work in action to get it. Rather than anger and wrath because I don't have it. I'm not going to go with consuming envy. Why? Read.
For such a man shall have no fellowship with wisdom.
You see that? There's no wisdom within your mind, within your spirit. Wisdom's not there like we pulled out in Wisdom of Solomon 1, right? How wisdom has to flee deceit. But it says, for such a man shall have no fellowship with wisdom. A woman or a man that is doing what? Trying to always be occupied in envy, in jealousy, in that corrupt mind. James 1 and 20.
Come.
James, you was not gonna stop. James 1, I'm blaming you. James 1 and verse 20. Let him get it out. Yeah, let everybody get it. James 1 and verse 20. All right, go ahead.
James chapter 1 verse 20. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God.
You see that? And that's what comes from jealousy, wrath, anger, malicious minds, right? It worketh not righteousness. Go ahead.
Wherefore, lay apart all filthiness and
superfluity
of naughtiness.
Yeah, put down all the negative. All filthiness, superfluity of naughtiness, the negative thoughts, right? Go ahead.
And receive with meekness,
right?
The engraved word.
Engrafted
word.
Right? And receive with meekness the engrafted word. This is what is really going to give your spirit peace, reassurance, is really understanding that mind, that spirit, man, is not made for man. There's so many other scriptures. Anger and pride was not made for man. Keep reading.
Which is able to save your soul.
Which is what?
Able to save your souls.
Y'all see this? Which is able to save your souls. We got to put on meekness. That jealousy is not a spirit of meekness. Jealousy is what I know, I hate, I don't like, me. It's all about me. Jealousy is really a selfish spirit. Y'all see this? Again, if it's not directed the right way. Because then it goes into what? Again, I don't have, I'm not like this person, I'm lacking, I need it, or this person has to go. They got to go. Hopefully it resonated a little bit, right? So, brothers and sisters, it's 9:13. Tomorrow, Houston's going to be live for the Shabbat, all right? We're going to have class here, too, at 10 a.m. And then we'll have the feast later on. Turn up for... Oh, can you lock the door real quick? Yeah. Turn up for Hanukkah, all right? So, with that, we'll say shalom for brothers and sisters online. Until next time, all right? Shalom.
Shalom!
Yeah. Yep, you was there, brother. The most I
Yeah. You're chilling up in the kingdom, chilling with Yahweh Shai and all the brothers and the sisters, cooling out, having fun, drinking yayin with Yahweh Shai up in the kingdom. Yeah.
Who are we? It's real. That who are we? It's real. Can't thank you.
Israel.
Who's the power?
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's the power.
I said, who's the power?
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh